I'm Thurlow Jacobs. This is a look at the left for October 2nd, 2009. 912 versus 925. No clearer illustration of the differences between the right and the left can possibly exist than the one presented by the demonstrators of the G20 summit in Pittsburgh and the demonstrations in D.C. on 9/12. Police dressing in riot gear and body armor before protesters even began assembling was a common theme in Pittsburgh, while not a single arrest was made in D.C., where Pelosi and friends were quick to hand out charges of racism and label honest Americans as an extremist mob. The collaboration of hardworking Americans taking time to peacefully petition their government with signs asking legitimate questions stands indeed in contrast to the horde of black hooded thugs throwing rocks and trashing storefronts as they made their way along the beleaguered streets of Pittsburgh. "We have a beautiful city, but it's all boarded up now," says one Pittsburgh resident, shaking his head in disbelief as police launched tear gas into the air to slow the angry assault. The D.C. marchers on 9/12 saw no need to throw rocks at police or trash local businesses. They may have been a little ticked off, but for the most part, they kept it under control. At least 1 million of them kept it under control. The accusation that this is an angry mob should probably speak for itself. But just in case some confusion still exists, I hope we were able to help clear things up. Our First Amendment was front and center, both in Washington and in Pittsburgh. But in Pittsburgh, something else was also on display, something ugly. The violent demonstrators in Pittsburgh wore masks for good reason. They're ashamed. Most Americans will agree. They should be. We make our point in 3 minutes or less because we value your time. With a look at the left, I'm Thurlow Jacobs.